Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the deviation from Mendel's finding. So you know that Mendel performed the many experiments on garden pea plant. After performing of this experiment, Mendel performed the monohybrid and dihybrid cross. In monohybrid and dihybrid cross, Mendel get the phenotypic and genotypic ratio. So phenotypic ratio of monohybrid cross is 3:1 and genotypic ratio of monohybrid cross is 1:2:1. Then dihybrid cross have a phenotypic ratio 9:3:3:1 and the genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross is 1:2:2:4:1:2:1:2:1. This is the phenotypic and genotypic ratio of monohybrid and dihybrid cross get after performance of experiment on monohybrid and dihybrid plant. After the discovery of Mendel's law, many scientists performed the experiments on different plants and animals, and these scientists gets many exception of Mendel's ratio or Mendel's law is observed. On the basis of this observation, different patterns of inheritance or gene interaction were discovered. This can be suitably modifying Mendel's law. Therefore, this is called the post-Mendelian genetics or neo-Mendelian genetics, and that is nothing but the deviation of other scientists. So first we will see the Mendel's finding. So few generalizations were arrived at by Mendel on the basis of his experiment of garden pea plant, such as you know that single trait म्हणजे एक कॅरेक्टर, सिंगल ट्रेट साठी रिस्पॉन्सिबल काय असतं, सिंगल जीन, अँड दिस सिंगल जीन हॅव अ टू टाइप्स ऑफ अलील. जेव्हा काय होईल, दोन्ही अलील काय होईल, एक्सप्रेस होईल, तेव्हा आपल्याला काय भेटेल, सिंगल ट्रेट भेटेल, कोणतेही एक कॅरेक्टर भेटेल. देन नेक्स्ट, two alleles show interaction in which one is completely dominant. So you know that law of dominance. In law of dominance, we get F1 hybrid, and this F1 hybrid have a two types of gamete, capital T, small t. In this capital T, small t, capital T dominate over the small t and express their phenotypic character toneless. Means capital T is completely dominant in case of hybrid plant. Then next, factor or gene for a different traits. So you know that law of independent assortment. In law of independent assortment, factor or gene for different traits present on different chromosome assert independently at the time of formation of F2 or F1 hybrid. Then next, neo-Mendelian genetics. In neo-Mendelian genetics, observe that the phenotypic expression of a gene can be modified or influenced by the other gene. In neo-Mendelian, scientists study the phenotypic expression of gene can be modified. Means एकतर modified will किंवा काय केले जाईल, त्याला influence केले जाईल by other genes, and this interaction is two types. One is intragenic interaction and another is intergenic interaction. In intragenic interaction, the alleles of same gene interact with each other, and interaction occur in allele of same gene, that is called the intragenic interaction. The example of intragenic interaction is incomplete dominance or codominance, and sometimes multiple allele is also the example of intergenic interaction. The next, intergenic interaction. In intergenic interaction occur between the allele of different gene present on same chromosome or different chromosome, that is called the intergenic interaction. The example of intergenic interaction is pleiotropy, epistasis, polygenes, supplementary or complementary interaction. These two types of interaction study in detail with example. So first we will discuss the example of intragenic interaction. So first example of intragenic interaction is incomplete dominance. So in incomplete dominance, both the alleles or genes of allelomorphic pair express themselves partially. One allele cannot suppress the expression of other allele completely. You know that in F1 hybrid have a two types of allele. One is dominant allele and another is recessive allele. In this case, dominant allele express their phenotypic character completely. But in case of incomplete dominant, dominant allele not express their phenotypic character completely and recessive allele not suppress their phenotypic character completely. Means in this case, F1 hybrid have a intermediate phenotypic character. So we study the example of incomplete dominance. So first, Karl-Skorenz study the example of incomplete dominance on Mirabilis jalpa plant. This Mirabilis jalpa plant is also called as the 4 o'clock plant. This plant have two types of flower. One flower is the red flower and another flower is the white flower. After crossing these both flower, for a red color flower, responsible genotype is capital R, and for white flower, responsible genotype is small r. After getting gametes, we cross these both gametes with each other. After crossing, we can get the hybrid plant or hybrid F1 generation shows the phenotypic character pink flower. It means that in this hybrid have two types of allele. One allele is dominant and another allele is recessive. But in case dominant allele is not completely expressed and recessive allele is not completely suppressed. After self-crossing of this F1 generation, we can get the 4 F2 generation. In this F2 generation, one flower is completely red color, then two flower is intermediate pink color and remaining one flower is white color flower. So phenotypic ratio of F2 generation is 1:2:1. Means one flower is red flower, then two flower is intermediate pink flower and remaining one flower is white flower. Then genotypic ratio of incomplete dominance is 1:2:1. Means one flower show the genotype capital R, then two flowers show the genotype capital R, small r, and remaining one flower show the genotype small r. This incomplete dominance show phenotypic and genotypic ratio is identical. Means genotypic and phenotypic ratio both is similar. Then next example of intragenic interaction is codominance. In codominance, both the alleles or genes of an allelomorphic pair express themselves equally in F1 hybrid. Such alleles which are able to express themselves equally independently in hybrid are called as the codominance. In this codominance, both allele means dominant allele and recessive allele, both allele express equally. Both alleles express their phenotypic character equally in F1 hybrid. So we will take the example of codominance. For this example of codominance, we take the color of cattle. Coat color of cattle. So first cattle is red coat color of cattle and another cattle is white coat color of cattle. These both cattle cross with each other. For the red coat color, responsible genotype is capital R, and for white coat color, responsible genotype is capital W. After getting gamete, these both cattle cross with each other. After crossing, we can get the F1 hybrid, and this F1 hybrid show the round coat color. Means both red and white coat color express in F1 generation equally. That is the round coat color of cattle. After self-crossing of this F1 generation, we can get the 4 F2 generation. In this 4 F2 generation, one cattle is completely red coat color, then two cattle have a round coat color and remaining one cattle have a white coat color. The phenotypic ratio of F2 generation is 1:2:1. Means one cattle have a red coat color, then two cattle have a round coat color and remaining one cattle have a white coat color. Then genotypic ratio of codominance is 1:2:1, means one cattle have genotype capital R, then two cattle have a genotype capital W and capital R, and remaining one cattle have a genotype capital W. This codominance also show the identical phenotypic and genotypic ratio. After studying these both example of intragenic interaction, incomplete dominance and complete dominance, show the phenotypic and genotypic ratio is identical. But in case of incomplete dominance, the F1 hybrid show the intermediate phenotype and codominance show the equal expression of both the phenotypes. Then next example of intragenic interaction is multiple allele. So multiple allele is defined as the more than two alternative forms of gene in a population occupying the same locus on a chromosome or its homologue are known as the multiple alleles. It means that if more than two alleles responsible for the particular trait and this all alleles present on a chromosome on same locus or its homologue, that is called the multiple alleles. And multiple alleles arise by mutation in wild types of the gene. If a gene can be mutated several times and producing the series of alternative expression, these different allele shows the dominant recessive relatives or may show the codominance or incomplete dominance among themselves. You know that wild gene is always dominate over the mutate types of the allele. For example, if you can see the multiple allele in Drosophila. Drosophila is best example for the mutation. In Drosophila is also known as the fruit fly. जर तुम्हाला ड्रॉसोफिला पाहिजे असेल तर तुम्ही त्याला फ्रूटवर पाहू शकता. कोणतेही फ्रूट असेल त्या फ्रूटवर जी माशी असते तिला म्हटलं जाते ड्रॉसोफिला और फ्रूट फ्लाइज. So in Drosophila, large number of multiple alleles you can see. For example, the size of wings from normal to vestigial wings. That is, it just of the due to stump of only one gene in homologous condition. So phenotype, this is the phenotype of Drosophila and this is the genotype responsible for this phenotypic character. If Drosophila have the normal wing, responsible genotype for this normal wing is the VG positive. Then if Drosophila have the nicked wing, for this nicked wing responsible genotype is VG-NI. Then Drosophila have the notched wing, for this notched wing responsible genotype is VG-NO. If Drosophila have a strap wing, for this strap wing responsible genotype is VG-ST. If Drosophila have a vestigial wing, so for this vestigial wings responsible genotype is VG. So normal wing is the dominant character of the wing in Drosophila and vestigial wing is the recessive character of the wings in Drosophila. So another one good example of multiple allele is ABO blood group in human being. So gene I control the ABO blood group in human being. It has the three genes or three allele, IA, IB and I. IA and IB have a slightly different antigen in their surface, but small I does not have any antigen in their surface. These three genes shows the 6 types of genotype and only 4 different types of phenotype. So if person have a blood group A, responsible genotype is IA, IA or IAI. Then if person have a blood group B, responsible genotype is IB, IB or IB small I. Then if person have a blood group B, AB, responsible genotype is IA, IB. If person have a blood group O, responsible genotype is small I, small I. And this is the well-known example you can see in human being. Then next example is pleiotropy. Pleiotropy is the example of intergenic interaction. So pleiotropy is defined as the when a single gene controls 2 or more different traits, it is called as the pleiotropic gene and a phenomena is called as the pleiotropy or pleiotropism. It means that if a single gene control two or more than two traits, that is called a pleiotropy. The phenotypic ratio is 1:2 instead of 3:1 because of death of recessive homozygous. In pleiotropism or pleiotropy, phenotypic ratio is 1:2 because one children is dead because having the homozygous recessive alleles. So, according to Mendel principle, only one gene control only one trait, but sometimes one gene control the two or more traits, that is related or unrelated. For example, we can take the example of sickle cell anemia caused by gene, recessive gene HBS, and normal person have a gene HBA. HBA is the dominant gene. If person is carrier for sickle cell anemia, have a two types of gene, HBA and HBS, and this person have a symptom of sickle cell anemia, means this person RBC become sickle shape, म्हणजे त्याचा आरबीसीचा आकार जो असेल तो विळ्याचा आकार असेल किंवा हाफ मून शेप असेल, and this person have a deficiency of O2 concentration. So we cross both sickle cell carrier person with each other. So sickle cell carrier may cross with or marriage with sickle cell carrier female. For this sickle cell carrier, responsible genotype is HBA-S, HBA-A, HBS. After getting genotype, we can get the gametes. 4 types of gamete: HBA, HBS, HBA, HBS. After getting gamete, we can get the 4 children. In these 4 children, one children is normal, having the dominant gene HBA, HBA. Then 2 children is sickle cell carrier, having alleles HBA, HBS, and remaining 1 children is having sickle cell anemia, having homozygous recessive alleles HBS, HBS. These remaining 1 children is die because having a sickle cell anemia. And therefore that's why we can get the phenotypic ratio 1:2, means 1 is normal and remaining 2 is sickle cell anemia. After studying this 4 example, many scientists concluded that some deviation on Mendel's finding. Thank you.